evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, January 3rd, 2012. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Chip Ramsey with a Saturday Independent newspaper. In tonight's news, Tennessee's new voter identification law will likely be challenged in court. The price of lottery tickets will be going up this month, and a Tullahoma fireman retires after more than 37 years on the job. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6. Stay tuned.
Trust, honesty, integrity. These qualities make Woodard's Diamond Showroom your premier shopping destination for fine jewelry. Whether you indulge yourself with our exclusive jewelry designs or are looking to give diamonds or gold jewelry as a gift, you will feel confident knowing you have made the right choice. For brilliance you deserve, visit Woodard's inside Northgate Mall of Tullahoma, your exclusive master IJO jeweler.
Now is a great time to check out the huge selection of minivans at Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Tullahoma. With over 25 on our lot, Stan McNabb is Middle Tennessee's minivan headquarters. And all priced to sell, like this Dodge Grand Caravan, only $21,830. The Town & Country is the #1 selling minivan in the country, with new interior styling and unmatched safety technology. Check out the great selection of minivans at Stan McNabb today.
I'm NASCAR driver Mark Martin. You know what's worse than waiting in traffic? Waiting in the emergency room when you're in pain. So choose the ER that's extra fast, ER Extra. ER Extra is specifically engineered to get you the help you need and back in action with race car speed. ER Extra. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
ER Extra. Exclusively at Harton Regional Medical Center.
You can see it in his swag. You can see it in his swag. He a boss, you can see it in his swag. How we walk, how we talk.
A lot can change in 2 years, but not everything has to. With the Charter Price Guarantee, lock in low rates for 2 years, because sometimes it's nice to know what's on the road ahead.
Welcome back. A Nashville lawyer says a legal challenge will likely be filed against Tennessee's controversial voter identification law that took effect Monday. Gerald Staunch says those opposed to elements of the new provision had hoped the General Assembly would correct some portions of the law when it convenes next month, but he says the chance for that seems unlikely. Staunch is general counsel for the Tennessee Democratic Party. Republicans say the new voter ID requirement is needed to combat voter fraud. Democrats say it's a bold effort to suppress voting and is particularly aimed at the poor and elderly, many of whom don't have approved photo identifications. The state says about 126,000 Tennesseans over the age of 60 don't have photo driver's license, which is the favored ID under the new law. Some 9,200 new photo ID cards have been issued by the Safety Department through the end of 2011.
There will be both an external and internal review of the new teacher evaluation system Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam has announced recently. He has charged the State Collaborative on Reforming Education, or SCORE, with conducting an independent third-party evaluation and is asking the State Department of Education to formalize a review process, which the department has already begun. Senator Jim Tracy, a Republican from Shelbyville, and Representative John Fogarty, a Republican from Athens, are sponsors of that resolution that outlines the review process for the department, which the governor said that the administration supports. Governor Haslam said, quote, "There has been a lot of discussion about teacher evaluations over the past several months, and as we continue to have conversations with educators, I see a lot of value in reviewing the process both from an external and internal perspective and to compare and observe the results with student achievement data at the end of the year," end quote. These evaluations were a critical piece of the Race to the Top initiative, and it is important for Tennessee to maintain strong accountability measures as we build upon our momentum to improve education. As we work through this first year of implementation, I do not support legislative changes during this session. It is appropriate to give the process time to work and to learn more about what changes might be necessary, end quote. Haslam was joined for the announcement in the old Supreme Court chamber at the Capitol by Education Commissioner Kevin Huffman, SCORE President and CEO Jamie Woodson, and key legislators goers, including Lieutenant Governor Ron Ramsey, Republican from Blountville, House Speaker Beth Harwell, Republican from Nashville, and Senator Dolores Gresham, Republican from Somerville. Chairman of the Senate Education Committee, Representative Richard Montgomery, Republican from Sevierville, Chairman of the House Education Committee, and Tracy and Fogarty, sponsors of the resolution. Scores report will be due to the State Board of Education and Department of Education on June 1st, 2012.
Tennessee lottery tickets will go up in price this month. Powerball tickets will sell for $2 beginning January 15th. Lottery Corporation CEO Rebecca Hargrove said the new charge will build the potential jackpot to start at $40 million, up from $20 million. Players will be able to purchase a multi-draw ticket for 10 consecutive drawings. Overall odds for winning increases, and second highest prize level will jump from $200,000 to $1 million. The Powerball game started in April 2004. Tennessee Powerball players have won nearly $295 million through November. The Tennessee Lottery funds the Hope Scholarships for college and technical schools students, as well as pre-kindergarten programs.
Some folks in Bedford County say Christmas wasn't the same this year with the death of an albino deer. The rare animal, known as Snowflake, was found dead alongside the Unionville-Deason Road recently. Residents say the young buck played around area homes for about 4 years. Charles Jones says Snowflake wasn't scared of humans. Tennessee Wildlife Resources Officer Larry Thurston says albino deer are very unusual. He said it is illegal to shoot the rare animals. He believes Snowflake was most likely struck by a car. Community members say they plan to mount the animal's head and antlers as a permanent remembrance.
4th District Congressman Scott DesJarlais says he's keeping a campaign promise to clamp down on Washington spending. The freshman Jasper Republican has spent less of his congressional budget than any other representative in the 9-member delegation. DesJarlais spent 47% of his $1.41 million budget through September 30th. That conservative pattern lines up with his votes against raising the federal government debt ceiling to fund Washington for fiscal year 2012. DesJarlais says he runs his office the way he ran his medical practice: set a budget and stick to it. The 4th District includes Coffee, Franklin, Warren, and Grundy counties. We'll be right back in just a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
Hello, this is J.D. Oliver from the Smokehouse on Mount Eagle Mountain. Me and my sisters Nancy and Betsy would like to thank you all for your continued support. This year we're celebrating our 50-year anniversary at the Smokehouse. In conjunction with our 50-year celebration, we are bringing Music on the Mountain every Saturday night at 7 p.m. till 10 p.m. featuring the best of Nashville. We have had some wonderful singers, hit songwriters, and Nashville's rising stars have taken the stage. Come out this Saturday night and every Saturday night through the end of the year. Make it a date night or bring the whole family. Help us celebrate 50 years in the community. Music on the Mountain is free every Saturday night at Jim Oliver's Smokehouse.
Hey, this is Sean Mayer. I'd like to invite everybody out to the Smokehouse every Saturday night for great music and awesome food.
Thank you very much, y'all.
Tullahoma Drug has a gift for keeping well. You know about prescriptions, but there's so much more to tell. There's a gift for all occasions, for body, soul, and mind. Cards to show you care, gifts to show your kind. There are remedies and recipes and treats, you'll want to eat them. Stacks of books from famous cooks and spectacles to read them. Shades and frames, puzzles, games, dishes, plates, and mugs. We're a Tullahoma treasure. We are Tullahoma Drug.
Tullahoma Surgery Center is Tullahoma's newest and most complete surgical health care facility. The center combines state-of-the-art surgical care with efficient, affordable, and community-based outpatient service. The staff is committed to providing the highest quality care in a warm, personalized setting. The goal is to deliver excellent care and make your visit a pleasant experience. Tullahoma Surgery Center, the area's premier surgery center dedicated to outpatient surgery.
This is a tree that was never chopped down to make a crutch that was never needed by a child who never got polio, because vaccine was never in short supply, thanks to people whose compassion wasn't either. Over the years, Rotary Club members have helped immunize over 2 billion children against polio. Soon, the world will be polio-free. Rotary, Humanity in motion.
Welcome back. Tullahoma fireman Everett Hatfield retired from the department last Thursday after more than 37 years on the force. Jim stopped by Fire Hall number 2 and spoke with Chief Chastain about Everett's long and distinguished career with the force. Let's watch.
Celebrating Everett J. Hatfield Jr.'s retirement. He's been with the department since 1972. He's celebrating 39 years and 10 months of employment, and we were out here enjoying lunch with him and talking about some old times, and gave him a few presentations.
So this is actually his last day on the job.
At 0700 in the morning, he will drive out of the parking lot for the last time as a career professional firefighter with the city of Tullahoma.
You know, that's I'd have to say this is probably a pretty good place to work. If you've got people that Everett's been here 39 years, you've had others who have probably had well in excess of 20, have you not?
Yes, we have, and you know, typically at the fire department, they retire from here. We don't have much of the swinging door atmosphere as far as employees go, because before you get hired, you're basically family, and then once you get hired full time, you tend to stay here because you feel like you just can't leave, because you're helping your brothers along the way. It's really a family atmosphere, and it's a team effort, and we hate to lose a part of the team like we're losing today, because he has got so much experience, so much talent, so much integrity. It's going to be hard to replace.
I would imagine that in 39 years, a lot of things have changed with the Tullahoma Fire Department. Can you maybe share some of those changes with us?
Well, you know, I mean, back when Everett started, they were riding on the back of the fire engines, holding on for dear life. You know, they didn't even have tops on a lot of the cabs. You were riding outside. The building codes were a lot less stringent, so you had a lot more personal dwelling fires than we have now. But you know, the job is still the same. You're here. You're away from your family for 24 hours. You have to be available and ready to go help someone, because usually people don't call on the fire department unless they have trouble. And for over 39 years, Everett's been basically at the beck and call of the citizens of Tullahoma. Anytime they had a problem, if he was working, he had to go try to fix that problem. And as far as I know, we have never had an issue with Everett. He has always been early to work and willing to stay late. That's a little harder to come by now. The dedication that he has for the city, for the department, is unmatched, and it's really, it is different today, but it's really the same.
Has he shared with you perhaps what his plans might be in retirement?
Well, I tried to get him to sign up to be a volunteer firefighter, and he said he decided that when he retired, he was going to be completely retired. However, his knowledge of streets, locations, hazards, equipment, the way he knows how to work the pumpers, all that stuff, I will definitely have his number on speed dial, and will probably call him more than he wants me to. But he and I have a good relationship. He's been helping lead me for the last 25 years for sure, and he'll be greatly missed.
I've really had 39 years and 11 months worth of fun and good times. The men are excellent. The working conditions are excellent. And I just appreciate everything that everybody's done for him. Chief Chastain, Chief Watkins, everybody's been just super good to me. And I'll really miss him.
Unexpected brisk demand for a new Volkswagen sedan might mean more work for a Manchester factory. A company spokesman says the new Passat model being built at its facility in Chattanooga is selling at double the anticipated rate. Karsten Krebs says customers are now on a waiting list for the diesel version of the Passat. He says the company is working to gear up production. Now the plant is churning out 450 cars daily. Krebs says Volkswagen is working with suppliers and manufacturing teams to build production. VW sold 6,000 new Passats last month. More than 2,000 work at the $1 billion Hamilton County plant. Manchester's M-Tech company makes interior trim parts for the car. We'll be right back in a moment with more Newsleader.
The highest standard of excellence requires dedication and commitment. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of excellence in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Tommy Anderton and Martha Jane Barton from Traders Bank to share why our Channel 6 viewers should bank with us in 2012. Martha Jane, I've known you to be employed at Traders Bank practically all my life. What is so special about Traders that's allowed you to enjoy 52 years employment?
Tommy, there are several things that make Traders the best. At Traders, it's like family as an employee and for our customers. Each customer receives exceptional personal service. At Traders, we're flexible and timely with our responses. At Traders, we listen and accommodate.
Martha Jane, thank you for that testimonial. Our New Year's resolution is to continue treating customers like family. It's truly why so many people never bank anywhere else.
Traders Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Lori Thompson.
And I'm Mike Thompson, and Lori and I have bought the dealership back on Highway 55, Thompson Ford, Tullahoma, Tennessee. It's back, it's wide open for business, and ready to serve you guys in the community.
And we want to thank you for allowing us to raise our children here. We've been here almost 15 years.
We want to thank the community. Without you guys, we couldn't have done it. We know it was your support that allowed us to achieve this dream. Come be a part of the dream, something special. Come see us at Thompson Ford. Ask for Mike and Lori.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's going to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Welcome back. Fran Sieg of Traders National Bank retired last week after more than 25 years with the company. Fran had most recently been the branch manager of the Winchester Traders Bank. Jim spoke with Fran last week as she completed her last day on the job.
Fran, this is kind of a special day for you. Tell us why.
Because I'm retiring from Traders National Bank. I've been with the bank for 23 years, and I hope to do some traveling. Actually, our first trip is January 3rd. We're going to Florida.
So you're not wasting any time. You're going to get right into it.
Right.
23 years. Tell us what brought you to Traders Bank in the first place. How did you end up here?
We came to visit my sister. I have a sister that lives in Estill Springs, and really fell in love with the area. And where my sister was working, the people banked with Traders Bank. They said, well, if you ever move over here, you need to fill out an application at Traders Bank. I said, well, we'll go ahead and go over there and fill out an application before we leave. And I went to Traders Bank, talked to David and Bob Graham, and I gave them my application. They said anytime I moved to Tennessee, I would have a job. I would have a job waiting for me. And when we moved, I've been with Traders ever since and love it.
You moved here from where, Fran?
Louisiana. I worked in the bank there for 8 years, Bossier City, Louisiana.
Tell us about some of the jobs you've had since you've been with Traders.
I started out as a teller, then I became the branch manager at Lincoln Street. Then I went to the loan department, trained as a loan processor, and then when the Winchester branch opened, they offered me the job as a branch manager.
Okay. What do you think you're going to miss most about your job as you're retiring here?
The Traders family, they're all so good to everybody, and our customers. We just have wonderful customers. And I really will miss all the employees at Traders Bank.
So is today actually your last day?
I'm working a couple more hours tomorrow.
A couple hours on Friday.
A couple hours tomorrow.
A couple hours on Friday.
Yeah.
So you plan to travel, is that correct?
That's correct.
So where's your first trip planned to?
We're going to Port Charlotte in Florida. It's 85 degrees, so we're going to go where the sun shines. Get away from the cold weather.
Good idea. Do I recall that someone told me you bought an RV?
Yeah, we bought a motor home, so it's nice to go traveling now.
And do you know how to drive it?
I will. I'm going to have to. So, yes, I will learn how to drive it.
Now, Fran, you moved here. You were not originally, you didn't originally live in America, did you, Don?
No, I came from Holland. I was born and raised in Holland and met my husband there. He was in the military, so we traveled for 20 years before we retired.
Would you agree that you've learned to you've mastered the English language much better than when you first arrived here?
Oh, definitely. Definitely, yes. It's improved probably 85% anyways.
You were telling me that one of your first jobs that they wanted you to do was to be Benny Garrick's secretary, and how come you didn't end up doing that?
I told him that I don't think they would want me to be his secretary because my English was horrible at that time. So they decided to give me a job on the teleline to start out with. Okay. And I worked out with Vicky Steins Vicky Steins and me worked together 23 years.
Now, you actually opened this branch here in Franklin County, did you know?
Correct.
So, and you have been at this branch for how long?
13 years.
13 years. Well, Fran, congratulations on your retirement. I know you're going to have a lot of fun because, as I've known you, you've always had a lot of fun doing whatever you do.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm looking forward to it.
And don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Dr. Ed Lawson from Lawson Holistic Chiropractic Clinic, who will tell you how to change your diet to feel better and lose weight. Monty Halcomb will let us know about a growing problem with wild hogs in Tennessee, and Fran Gray will stop by with a long list of activities coming to South Jackson Civic Center in Tullahoma. All that and more on this week's Living. We'll be right back in just a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
Our office used to look like this, but now with my paper-free office from R.J. Young, it's easy. We've made all of our files electronic and stored them in our virtual filing cabinet, which gave us tons of space. And Bob here, a big promotion. Melissa can pull files in minutes and spends hours on Facebook. And Kyle's confidential files stay confidential.
We're not totally paper-free, right? Thank you.
My paper-free office from R.J. Young. It's that easy.
Citizens Tri-County Bank has the checking, loans, savings, and traditional banking services you want. Plus free internet banking and bill pay, bank your change, Visa gift card, and lots more state-of-the-art banking services. We focus on the service and services you want. So you can bank when, where, and how you want. At our offices or from just about anywhere. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank you'll ever need.
Welcome to the new Camino Real, home of the area's most authentic Mexican food. The building is new, but the great service is still the same, and Camino Real features the only truly authentic Mexican food in the area, with favorites like tacos, fajitas, enchiladas, burritos, guacamole, and Mexican rice, all made from scratch using homemade Mexican recipes and only the freshest ingredients. Come and enjoy the new Camino Real with the great food, friendly service, and warm atmosphere of Old Mexico.
Hi, Grandma. It's Jake. I'm calling to tell you I love you more than anything in the whole wide world, even ice cream. I love you more than spaghetti and meatballs. I love you more than snakes and monkeys and sharks and whales and praying mantises. Bye, Grandma. Love you.
Let it all in with Charter Phone, including unlimited local and long-distance calls.
Welcome back. Members of the International Honor Society, Phi Theta Kappa, at Motlow College recently extended the hand of charity even further for the area's domestic abuse program, Haven of Hope. In November, the Honor Society held a soup drive to benefit families depending on basic survival needs from Haven of Hope. After speaking with representatives from the program, Laura Brown, an advisor for the Moore County campus with the Honor Society, and Polly Howe, vice president of the Motlow chapter, pledged to do more to help during the holidays. Their goal was to make sure that women and children who might find themselves in need of help of Haven of Hope would have a gift at Christmas time to let them know that there are people who care. Brown said, quote, the outpouring of gifts from Motlow has been very heartwarming. The support staff of the council, the president's office, IT department, and the Follett bookstore all went above and beyond in providing gifts for women and children, end quote. We'll be right back with your weather forecast after these messages.
Here at Russell Barnett Kia, we do not have any dancing hamsters, nor do we have any sock monkeys, but we do have the guaranteed lowest price on all new Kias. Come by and check out this all-new 2010 sporty Kia Soul for $17,995. Or check out this new redesigned 2011 Kia Sportage. No sock monkeys, no dancing hamsters, just guaranteed low prices here at Russell Barnett Kia. My question is, why buy anywhere else?
Smoking tobacco accounts for 3 of every 10 fire deaths in the United States.
Tullahoma Fire Department needs you en route to a structure fire, 202 Main Street. Heavy smoke showing. Neighbors advise child trapped inside.
Lighters, matches, and associated smoking paraphernalia are the leading cause of preschooler fire deaths. We as firefighters know that most structure fires can be prevented.
I've got one! Command, this is primary search. We have a victim. Need EMS to meet us at the front door.
Please help us to give you a fighting chance. This can be prevented. Contact the Tullahoma Fire Department for a free home safety inspection.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Now we see the female present herself to her male. As the complex mating ritual begins, male and female become one. They're typically noisy.
Daddy, why is that turtle on top of the other turtle?
Is complete. The two will separate for good.
He,
Will lay anywhere in the region of
well,
60 eggs.
he's let it all in. Enjoy quality family time with over 600 HD choices, including Charter on Demand.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1955 at 69 degrees. Record low on this day was in 1940 at 1 degree. The average high on this day is 47 and the average low is 28. For tonight, look for partly cloudy weather with a low of around 22. On Wednesday, partly cloudy weather still in the forecast, warming up a little bit with a high of 49 and a low of 29. Mostly sunny weather expected for Thursday with a high of 53 and a low of 34. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great night and Happy New Year.